Grandmaster Nightfalls are finally here. This week's first Nightfall, the first Grandmaster Nightfall, is the Devil's Lair, Destiny 1 Strike, return this season. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at my loadout recommendations. So for those of you that are wanting to hop into Grandmaster and you're not quite sure what to use. Now, I'm going to talk about many different weapons, but at the end of the day, there could be more that I haven't thought of, or, some other combinations that you guys have tried and works well. But this is just going to be things that I've either used or just recommend based off of, my Destiny experience. And that's about it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So, class-wise, I can talk about class-wise. If you're going to be on a Warlock, I would recommend being on a Well using Phoenix Protocol. If you're on a Hunter, I'd recommend being on Bottom Tree Tether using the double Shade Step chest piece. And if you are on a Titan, I would recommend being on the Middle Tree Sentinel with, can't think of their names right now, with the Infinite Super Arms. What are they called? Hold on 1 second. I'll play Titan a lot. Ursa Furiosas, and then the Hunter chest piece is called something Coyote. 6 Coyote. So, yeah, those are my recommendations for classes. Now, again, there's other subclasses you can play. Those are just the 3 that I would recommend for this specifically. Now, this is just a video on loadout, so it's going to be pretty short, quick, to the point. I don't want to drag this out forever. So anyways, jumping into this. Most people will probably be using a sniper, a bow, and anarchy. That is my go-to loadout. That's what I would recommend. Again, you're going to have 3 people in your fire team. I would recommend 2 people using a bow with a sniper and anarchy, and then the third person using a sniper and possibly a 120 hand cannon. I was using bottom dollar with an anarchy. I definitely recommend all 3 people use anarchy. Now again, if you don't have anarchy, that's okay. There's some other ways. There's some other things that you can use. Anarchy is just going to be the best. It's just so good. It's just free damage. But yeah, so here's why I recommend these loadouts. So sniper for anti-barrier. You have a few anti-barrier enemies in this. I think like 4 or 5. I wish I could remember exactly. But yeah, so you're gonna have an anti-barrier sniper, on your arms through your artifacts. And Succession is really, really good. Eye of Soul is good. There's other sniper rifles that are good as well. The Vanguard sniper that I can't think of off the top of my head. But yeah, there's a couple snipers out there that you can use. Again, I recommend primary snipers. You can use energy snipers, but I recommend primary because when you break in shields, it's better to break shields with a primary ammo weapon than wasting special ammo. Now, again, secondary, like I said, I was using bottom dollar, and it was fantastic. Lots of range for dealing with ads. It's also nice to have one person not on a bow just because someone not on a bow can kill ads faster, right? A bow takes kind of a long time to kill some of the ads running around. But if you are one of the bow players on your team, I'd recommend Imperial Needle. This is the seasonal, bow. It's void, so you can deal with the void shield enemies at the end. Your other person should probably be on an arc or solar. Point of the Stag is an arc's bow. Arsenic Bite is also arc. You also have the Last Wish raid bow, I believe, is solar. So if you want to have solar for the witches shields. But yeah, so those are some of the bows I recommend. Again, there's other bows. Those are just the ones that I can think of. You could also use a palindrome if you wanted to. Arctic Haze is an auto rifle that's solar. You don't have, bottom dollar. There's also the Void auto rifle. Reckless Oracle from Garden, another good choice. So yes, so those are some of the weapons. And moving on to heavy, again, anarchy. If you don't have anarchy, for those of you watching the video, if you do not have anarchy, stop what you're doing. Go get anarchy. Honestly, at this point, it's very, very easy to get. It costs 240 spoils. And I'm going to go off topic for a split second, but you can just run the very first encounter in the raid over and over and over and over and over again in the same day until you get 240. You get 5 per encounter. Super simple. Put together a raid team of people that don't have anarchy. Go to the first encounter. Start it, wipe, get a checkpoint. Get on a different character and run it on that character. When you complete it, get back to the other character, load in, bring everybody with you. Rinse and repeat. Easy peasy. Get anarchy. At this point, if you're doing endgame and you don't have anarchy, just stop what you're doing. Get anarchy. But if you do not have anarchy and you really want to jump into the Grand Masters right off the bat, you could run Izanagi's with some form of rocket There's a lot of good rockets this season that counter really well with Izzy's, but by themselves, I wouldn't recommend them. They're a lot weaker. But yeah, make sure that you have auto loading on it. Auto loading paired with Izanagi's is very, very good. It's like double damage. You shoot your rocket, switch to your anarchy, shoot your shot, you know, keep back and forth switching. You could probably get away with using Xenophage. It's probably decent, but the problem is you're going to run out of ammo a lot. That's the best part about anarchy. You can never run out of ammo. It's too crazy. Last but not least, Two-Tailed might be okay. I know a lot of people have been using it this season because it's a rocket, and rockets got buffed. The interesting thing about Two-Tailed, right, is it has 2 different elements. So for breaking shields, it wouldn't be a terrible idea. But I have not used either one of these myself. I mostly was using Anarchy. I did do a couple runs where I was using rockets with Izzy's. If you're going to do the Izzy loadout, I'd recommend having 2 people using Izzy and rockets and having your third person using Divinity. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I don't want to drag it on. Those are my weapon loadouts. Good luck hopping to the Nightfall. Let me know if you have success and what you get and all that stuff. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys later. Peace.